The Bunker Project, podcast episode number 68.
You sure? Are you sure? We actually had to count to find out.
Not 100% sure.
Nah, we're never sure.
Welcome back to another episode of The Bunker Project. I guess we're officially in season 3.
Yeah, and we still haven't finished our got our MP3 working, man. Is that because you're trying to run Windows on your Mac?
Something like that.
Yeah.
And, we got a full house here today, once again.
It's how many people we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. More than 6. Because I'm running out of fingers here. It's
all right. So why don't we start with the round table?
Yeah, all right. Arik, you're up.
Round table introductions.
And hello again to everyone. This is Arik Sternberg speaking, and a happy new year to us all.
Wow, you know, I remember when Eric came to the first show, he refused to speak.
Wait. When was that? The second show?
I think
Your second show, right?
Second or third show?
All about video.
Yeah. Oh, who knows the subjects?
We were so young and innocent back then.
Yeah. Not so innocent. You were
we had-
talking about, what, stuffed or balloon animal porn.
Why do
Oh,
you
that was
remember
awesome. That's right. That is good stuff. We should actually resurrect that clip because that's an amazing TV
Yeah, it
commercial.
is.
Yeah, I should have we should
Because
on
the Olympics
board
are coming up soon in England.
And you got a lot of sex safety during the Olympics.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
true.
Well, with all those spandex outfits, it's hard to believe.
That's a good idea. On the soundboard here, we could get some highlights from everybody, like the top highlights from all the regular Mavens here, and just play them randomly.
That sounds like a lot of obnoxious stuff coming down.
Yeah, it's too much work. Let's rest.
We can barely get the show out as it is.
And Eric is from Wix.com, who is we're very happy to say, is our sponsor of the Bunker Project.
And we are also very happy to sponsor you.
Oh, what a nice guy. It's crazy.
Hey,
No, it's an awesome product.
It's a creative product. You can abuse it as much as you want.
We push
And
the
we
envelope.
try. We try. Actually, I've tried to break it a couple times. It just doesn't break.
Yeah.
Um,
And we got
Bonnie.
Bonnie here.
Twitter Maven, how's it going?
Bonnie Sainsbury, the Twitter maven. Life is good.
Is it?
It is good.
And remember last year, a couple times you came and you were learning how to smile and be nice to people. How did that go? Did you beat up the professor yet, the teacher?
No, I'm just as charming as I was when I graduated from charm school.
Oh,
Did you not
okay.
notice?
And you've got a split personality in Mavenhood, right? You're also the mobile app Maven.
I am indeed the mobile app maven.
Oh, and I got a cool new app we can talk about later in the show. Remind me.
Wonderful.
I'll have to get my phone out, actually, because I can't remember what it's called. Anyways. Hey, you're not the insurance maven, are you? You're a professional
I
insurance.
am
yeah.
the professional insurance maven. Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Margaret Reynolds.
We've got insurance on the show for bad taste, don't we?
Sorry.
Yeah. It
You
was
did-
a bad
you-
thing.
you
They wouldn't
didn't-
give us that
You
rider.
didn't qualify through the
Yeah,
underwriting.
they checked me out and said, garlic, forget it.
Yeah, they just stopped at the name.
Ah.
So yes, it is
Typical.
starting out actually to be a kick-ass year. So there'll
That's
be
a
a
technical
lot of,
term in your industry, isn't it?
Yes. There's going to be a lot of Reynolds wrapping and risk protection going on.
Wow.
Whoa. Reynolds wrapping. Yes. Hey, is that...
Shh.
Oh, okay. I won't get into it. Now, we have a couple people down way in the back there, way in the back. We have a huge studio here, and I can barely see these people. They're so far back. So why don't you just grab a mic and tell us a little bit about yourself?
I'm Rob. I'm a director from Standard Action, a web series, and I got my producing partner here, Joanna. If you want to lean over.
Hi. Yeah, I'm the producer and the writer of Standard Action, and we're really into new media and really excited to see what you guys are going to talk about.
Where's the cameras? Jeez. Oh, well, next show. Next
Yeah,
show.
we'll have to bring 'em out next
Yeah,
time.
exactly. Hey,
So-
that's cool.
So what do you guys do? What do you produce?
We're in between. We did our first season last year of a 14 episode web series called Standard Action, which is sort of fantasy themed. Joanna hates it when I say this, but I say it's like sort of like a cross between Hercules' Legendary Journeys and Lord of the Rings.
Nice.
So
Wow.
it's comedic.
All the
Yeah,
guys
it's-
in the room just perked up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Does it have swords? Does
It
it have
does.
swords?
And yeah, like we weren't going to do any action. It was all just going to be sort of wry comedic humor in the woods in between the action. But we managed to sort of pick up like a fight choreographer along the way of the first season.
Nice.
And so yeah, right now we're sort of gearing up, trying to figure out how we're going to do our second season.
So I have a question. Do you go around and like steal all the locations that all the Hollywood guys have used, like what's that show about all the weird stuff that's happened with the FBI guy? And
Supernatural.
Fringe, right. You guys borrow the Fringe locations and just like, hi, we're from Fringe. We just got to do one quick shoot. It's covered by the budget. Oh,
You
come
know
on
what?
in.
That's a seriously fantastic idea. No, we didn't do any of that. No, they're
That's
all
why they
ready
call
for
him the
you.
idea
You
guy.
know, they're really ready for you when you show up, and they're like, "Oh yeah, great, that'll be $15,000, please."
So we just
So
put it on the
no.
Fringe bill.
Right? Yeah.
Have
it's
you talked to
smart.
Frank in accounting recently?
Carry a
Well,
clipboard.
as someone who has already seen a few episodes and I really like Standard Action as a web series, I love it. Anyone who is a geek in his heart would love it also. I would like to point out that most of the episodes I saw were in the middle of a forest, somewhere lost. So are you going to bother, basically, right?
Most of our web series was filmed in a forest behind our friend's house.
That's wherever the
That's
extension
awesome.
cables.
and a kitchen and a bathroom, man.
That's
Having
all you
hot
need.
food.
So where can we find it if we're to watch it?
You can find the whole first season online for free at standardaction.com.
Cool.
Now, are you guys planning on BitTorrenting it so the people think they're stealing it and actually you'll get better distribution?
That's brilliant.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Actually, it's funny. I've already found that somebody is torrenting it somewhere, which is ridiculous because it's free and it's on YouTube,
It's-
but people like to do it.
I know it's
so-
distribution, Take it to those independent studios.
Last, last question: is there going to be a Standard Action game?
I've been playing with Unity, actually. It's a free open source game development platform that's like super interactive. So I've been told by other web series creators that like I should make one. Like absolutely. And I used to be do Flash. So.
Well,
That's
man, we should have had the Flash Maven here, man. He'd be all over that.
But we do have the game made.
Yeah, that's a great segue. So who's up next?
Yeah, I guess that's me.
Yeah, okay, Mr. New Orleans.
Well, yeah, I just wore the hat because it was raining.
So Bourbon Street, is that your new drink now?
No, this is Bourbon Street, the street in the French Quarter of New Orleans.
But you have drunk bourbon, right?
Yeah.
On the street, on Bourbon Street?
No, I've never been there. This is a hat
East
somebody
Hastings.
gave me.
Oh, yeah. I stole it off a
West
drunk.
Hastings? What are you talking about? We don't go to East Hastings that much.
West Hastings.
so
man.
what's
That's where all
new-
the hats people are.
What's new with the gaming Maven?
Yeah.
Finished up hanging out with Santa Claus in the North Pole.
That was sweet.
That was pretty fun.
Oh, yeah, that was awesome. You were drinking heavily with that guy. Holy cow, he loves his rum.
He does love his rum. And then I got back from the Caribbean and now looking forward in the new year to conquering the world.
Yeah, that had to be one of the best messages that we ever got on the Bunker Project.
With Santa Claus?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, it took him a couple of shots before he got like enough nerve to get in front of the computer and start talking. But I coaxed it out of him.
Mm-hmm.
And did you get the eyebrow trimmer that he said he was going to get you for Christmas?
You know what? I never got that.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, Eric is.
I've got another full year of.
Did the Hat Maven get his hat from Santa? No. No. Okay. And Eric, did you get to be no longer called from Europe?
No, not that lucky.
I was going to try and sneak that one in, but, it's kind of it's old. It's really old.
Well, that's what Santa was bringing him, right? That's what
Yeah.
Eric asked
Wow.
for.
You know what?
that's
You know what that
right.
means, though? It means we were all naughty this year.
Yeah, I got a chunk of coal. It was awesome.
You also got a really weird breakfast.
Yeah, the breakfast of champions, I think it was called.
That was some of the weirdest food I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was so bizarre that I had to do that graph for people to check it out. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you'll have to go to my G+. I think I put it on Facebook, too.
Put it on Facebook,
Yep.
too.
So go check that out. It's a traditional Japanese New Year's breakfast. Major weirdness.
Looked tasty, though.
Oh, yeah.
Does that go well after a bunch of sake?
Actually, sake is part of it. You have the morning sweet sake. Very nice. Oh, thank God the bartender's arrived. Yes, I desperately need another drink. I'm way too sober.
Is a hangout open?
Yeah, there's a hangout happening tonight. So, any people listening to the show right now on iTunes and stuff, forget it. You're late by 2 weeks.
Yeah, so, we got back, hung out in Vancouver, drank some liquor, and now I'm here. So
Drinking some more
There you
liquor.
go.
so you can follow me
I sense a theme.
on Twitter. At
The theme has changed because originally he used to be the theme was Coca-Cola.
Yeah,
Now we corrupted him to black beer.
it tastes like Coca-Cola, but more liquory.
Yeah, it looks like a nice Coke. So what now? Twisted Magic. How do you spell the magic bar? Because nobody can get onto your Twitter account. It's like it's not MAGIC.
Yeah, it's twisted_MAJIC.
MAJIC.
Because I'm James, and I put the J in magic.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah.
Couldn't you just get like at magic? MAJIC. Somebody already has that.
I never checked. I've branded myself as Twisted
Bonnie
Magic.
probably stole it.
No, I have a message here.
Sorry, Bonnie.
I have a message here
Bonnie. Mike.
Mike.
Mike. All right.
I have a message.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Breaking news for Bob Garlic from BizHub Owen in Mexico.
Oh, it says what's
who
happening.
says at Bonnie Sainsbury, tell at Bob Garlic to hook me up on G+. Please.
He doesn't have a G Plus account?
No, he's saying like turn on your hangout.
Turn on your hangout.
All right, well, Bob works on that. We'll move on to our
Race
is
car
it the
maven.
locksmith.
Yeah, second
Maven?
time here. This
Yeah.
is Terry Wynn Yates from Mr. Locksmith.
And what are you doing with social media or technology or internet marketing and all that kind of stuff?
Well, we have YouTube videos on. Actually, I've got 8,000 views on my locked out of bathroom.
Sweet. Sweet.
8,000 views and going up every day. So quite pleased. It's interesting. When we open up, I talked about this last time I was here. We open up a couple times a week. We open up bathrooms, locked bathrooms.
Is that because somebody?
They might have been locked for a reason. though.
Well, we had one person locked in the bathroom and they couldn't get out. But most times they just can't get in and they can't figure out.
Is that teenagers?
No, it's the whole gauntlet from little kids to seniors. There's no, it's everybody, it's everything.
No, but
So-
my question is, do you stream it in real time? The whole process?
Yeah, we haven't. We're probably going to have a video of it when we actually go into somebody's house, but they usually don't like us videotaping. We're locked out of the bathroom.
Their moment of need.
Yeah, it's on the training videos on YouTube, and then we've got a few other ones. So yeah, we had a busy Christmas. Lots of Heartbreak Reekeys. Where's Uncle Fred? We haven't seen him for a week. Last year we were lucky. There was actually one guy was alive on the floor. He'd been there for 3 days. This year wasn't that good.
Oh.
We call them stinkers.
So just I was
obvious
chatting
reasons.
with him earlier, and he used to work in the morgue, so he's immune to this type of thing.
No, I'm the biggest suck of all time. I did forensics at university, and I was the guy. I was the squeamish guy. I wouldn't like to do the autopsies. I didn't like to play with anything.
Yeah, Bonnie's
yeah.
got her volume on. Just a little technical stuff.
Yeah, the secret is, one time I was at quite a grotesque seminar with the worst stuff you could ever imagine, and I'm right at the front. Everybody's saying, "How I'm the biggest, the squeamiest guy in the whole place," and they said, "How could you?" And half the people left. Within the course of an hour, there was only a couple of people left, and I'm right up front. They said, "How could you stay there so long?" And I said, "When the bad stuff came on, I just closed my eyes." So you never get used to it.
Well, that
Yeah.
sure was eye-opening.
There you go, James. And next we've got...
We've got the graphic maven known as Steven the Cleaver.
Just listening.
Oh,
Not here.
okay, he's not
I
here.
don't really have anything to say. I'm here because I work in Vancouver on occasion for a large government organization. Is it on?
CSIS?
Get closer to the mic. Hello, everyone. I'm so happy to be with you here tonight.
Hello.
I've known Bob for about 20 years. We ran together in Bangkok, so I had to see what he was doing to your city.
Bangkok.
Yeah, and the reason we were running is because we used to be chased by the police. Or bar girls.
Cool. And then our final guest here before we get to the Google Plus Hangout is the Hat Maven, and he's wearing a hat as usual.
Well
as,
done.
as usual, yeah. Kurt Hemingway from Web Guru. I'm a web developer, a web engineer, not a web designer. There is a difference. But I just want to say that last year, in my business particularly, I think in my industry, I'm not too clear, but it was an awesome year. It was the best year I've had in years. Did all sorts of nifty projects, did some major projects. And for the coming year, we've got even more on the table could be really big. So we're
So
really
do you
excited
think
over
it's
it.
because you've been doing this podcast has really broken you through and people really
Yes.
respect you as a human
There's
being now?
No question.
Yeah.
If Wix wasn't a sponsor, I would be.
Yeah.
Wix beat you to it.
I love you guys.
Oh.
I'll take this opportunity to say that Twisted Magic is now sponsored by Web Guru.
Well done. Well done.
That only cost him one beer.
Yeah, that was
Sponsor us too.
that was. Let me get you 2 years.
All right. And
Okay.
well,
Is that our whole round? Did we get? Oh, hey, we got somebody on the Hangout. Owen Clark. Hey, Owen, where the heck are you and what have you been doing?
I'm 100 kilometers north of Cabo San Lucas in a town called Los Barriles.
Okay.
And it's, if you look at the highway map, it's the only part of the highway that hits the City of Cortez between Cabo and La Paz.
Wow, so that's like southern.
Yeah, right at the tip.
Baja.
you've been there for a couple of weeks now.
3 and a bit weeks.
Wow.
Wow, so
Awesome.
hence the tan. Or actually the panda eyes.
You called me pink earlier.
Yeah, it's true. Well, you got better lighting in this. So that motivated you to get a nicer lighting. I get it.
Yeah, I went and sat by the pool all day today.
So while you're there, we were chatting earlier, and I did mention, hey, is there much social media now, a lot of Facebook logos and stuff like that in small areas? And you said no.
No, yeah, nothing here. I'm in a small town.
Yeah.
Maybe 300 people in this town.
But it's got bandwidth.
Yeah, my dad actually supplies the bandwidth to probably 60 houses.
Wow.
So he's the local. I always bug him because in the land of the blind, the man with one eye is king. He's definitely king here.
Owen, do they have a barber in that town?
No, I went to Cabo the other day and got my hair cut.
And it's very nice bouffant they gave you, too.
What
They- I
kind
think
of
they lowered
It's
your height.
actually a mohawk. I just don't. Me and my son got him. Hey, denim. Denim's right here.
All
Is it a
right.
mohawk or is it a faux hawk?
Hey, dude.
Bro hawk.
How you
wait there,
doing?
everybody.
Hey, he's got his own laptop and a stuffy toy. I am so jealous.
Yes, that's
Cool.
husky.
Did Sammy Hagar do your haircut?
No, his cousin Millie.
It was
Because he has
what was
Cabo.
his
Have you
name?
been to Cabo Wabo while
Cabo
you're there?
Wabo. Did you go to Squid Row?
Oh, my dad's been living here 22 years. I've been to all those places.
Yeah, it's like old hat for you, I guess, huh? It's all
Yeah.
beneath you.
So are we going to have a meetup full of Cabo Wabo tequila then?
I was going to those places before marriage.
Yeah, oops. Hey, actually, Owen, we do have a film producer here tonight. I think they're looking for a good location with bandwidth down in Cabo. So if you could swing, that'd be awesome.
We need lots of tequila as well.
Yeah, tequila, and it is being broadcast on the web, so hundreds and hundreds of people are going to watch it. So
Dozens and
dozens. Yeah, well, we're shooting for hundreds next
There-
year.
There's plenty of vitamin T down here.
All right. So, Owen, why don't you, because this is the first time you're on the show,
Only
why
took
don't you
you how long?
explain a little bit about what you do with your BizHub site and how you got into social media? And you've been doing a lot of social media stuff lately. I'm on your email list, and you're sending out a lot of good stuff. So why don't you just, in a nutshell, tell us what you're all about?
Wow. I guess I decided I want to get on the internet about 3 or 4 years ago, and I came up with BizHub, and it's morphing and growing. And then it's evolved into a blog that supports it. And now I'm getting the people that I've met through networking and through online to participate in that blog. And it's going to be a community blog of people who can add value to people.
Hey, what about people like us that have no value? Could we participate?
I'm sure you've got some good stories, Bob. You can absolutely
Bob, you provide
participate.
entertainment value.
And nasal value, definitely. It's my nasal accent. All right, cool. So you're down there. You got a couple days left. What are you going to do when you get back? You going to just kick back and relax? You got a bunch of stuff on the go.
Yeah. Pretty busy.
Yeah. Shit.
Pretty busy.
Ruining his vacation buzz.
Your last 2 days all shot to hell. Sorry, dude.
But I don't care about that. Owen.
Oh, is that
Hello
Eric?
there. Yes, that's
Hey,
Eric,
buddy.
baby.
Yeah, it's our European specialist is here.
Hey. Western Asia. Not European, Western Asia. Are you going to come to my next meetup or not?
I have it in my calendar. What day is it? I forget.
Do you think I remember right now?
Yeah, you should be. You should probably have like
Next
23 emails in your inbox when you get back.
No, I do have it in my calendar. Yes, I've put it in, but I did not RSVP. Yes, but I did put it in my calendar.
That's okay. We'll accept you anyway.
Gracias, señor.
So, when you're down in Mexico way, do you think of Vancouver at all? Do you miss us at all? That's really what we want to know here.
No.
Don't make us cry.
Today was the first day I inquired about the weather, and I found out that it was pretty shitty there. So I was pretty happy to be here, actually.
Yeah, no kidding.
We're allowed to swear, right?
No, but that's okay. You're in Mexico, so you're covered by
sorry.
international law.
Okay.
So, if you're really suffering, why are you coming back? It's for your son, right? To make him go to school. Is that what it is?
Well, I have 3 kids, and they all go to school.
But if you ask them, say, "Hey, kids, do you want to stay another week?" Do you think they'd complain?
No, they'd love to miss school.
Yeah, I
So
bet
we're
they-
actually talking about staying here a whole winter.
Excellent idea. Starting today,
And
right?
learning Spanish instead of French, that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's much more useful language.
Whoa,
Yeah.
I got to put a hold on that one.
Hey, if you're going to do work in the States and in LA and stuff, like speaking French doesn't get you very far, but speaking Spanish will get you out a couple of times.
The latest servers have just been released. Chinese is taking over completely on
Really?
every scale. Owen, with all due respect,
China-
you're a business
what do you think?
professional. It's time to learn Chinese, you know?
Mandarin is what they call it, or
Ni
Cantonese.
hao ma, washer win terre, saw jen.
Well, there we go.
There we go.
That's
the
like-
locksmith locked it down.
Yeah, that'll cost you $50. I think that's what that translated
Minimum of 95.
to. Yeah.
We need a drum kit. Yes, Steve.
Yeah, we do.
We do.
For our bad, hopeless humor.
Also, cho la wai.
Wow,
Do you
I
speak
think
French,
he was,
Eric?
Isn't it Gung Hao Fat Choi?
So do I get a
That's
happy ending?
Cantonese. That's Cantonese.
Do I get a happy ending with that?
That's not China.
Who said that?
It's our lock maven.
We have our lock maven, our
Yeah,
hat
he should be
maven, and
locked
this is
up.
the game maven.
Yeah, exactly. Nutty. So, you said, you said you've got a blog now. You started out with your community. You built up the community. Now you got people working on the blog and stuff. How is the community, growth right now? I mean, you've been working out, like 3 years?
Just over 2 years, 26
Really?
months.
All right.
Yeah.
So it's let people
it's
know what
good.
it does. I mean, like, if
Put
you're a
it this way,
professional.
every single day this year, the blog is already. I have a blog post for every single day this year already.
Really?
Yeah.
So is that what you did when you're down in Mexico, or you got people submitted 365 pieces?
There's actually 260 because weekends were taken off.
Oh, slacker.
I know.
I'm
So-
sure you get a backlog of other stuff.
But yeah.
Well,
So
you have to pay them overtime if they put a blog post out on the weekend.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
It's exciting. It's fun. It's it's another learning curve for me. So.
Oh yeah, that's what the life of the internet is. Every day it's a new learning curve.
Yeah, but what interests me is what's the next event, the big one for you, Owen? You got any excellent speakers coming up?
Oh yeah, your meetup, dude.
Um,
God, we're making you think
well,
way too
I can
much.
tell you who I'm talking with, but nothing's confirmed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mari Smith, Seth Godin.
Oh really? Excellent. Seth would be
That's,
awesome. He was on the
pretty good.
Mr. Strombolopoulos show the other day. It's Mr. Snuffleupagus show.
Hey, Eric kind of looks like Seth.
Yeah, you come on. You put on.
Just taller and better looking. Thank you very much, said Godin. Really.
And skinnier.
Yeah, you gotta have the glasses, dude. Have the glasses.
Can you get me a margarita, buddy?
Yeah, that's child labor, dude. Oh, you're in Mexico. Don't worry about it.
Let's ask Babe to make me a margarita.
All right. I see. It's just like being here in the bar. Actually, your place looks like a bunker too. It's awesome. Well seen.
I'm in my dad's. I don't know. We call it a warehouse, garage type thing.
It's nice. So they kicked you out of the house already, eh? Yeah. You can't get good help down there, dude.
Yeah. All right. Cool. How you doing, Margaret? How was the SkyTrain ride in?
It was fabulous. It was a little windy waiting for the bus, but I survived.
And it was wet, man.
Oh, super wet.
It's almost like it's winter.
But it's always worth it to come down here and hang out with these people.
Hey,
Should I say what I really feel?
Can I ask Owen a question?
Absolutely, dude.
Does he get his insurance through Margaret?
Hey, Owen, somebody wanted to know if you got your insurance through Margaret. I'm not mentioning names.
Tell the truth, Owen.
Travel insurance?
Yeah.
Any insurance.
I'm self-insured right now.
Yeah.
Oh.
You missed out, you see. The magic man did.
Yeah, she gave
Do you do that kind of insurance, Margaret?
Yeah.
$60 that covers you for over 20 days.
For a year.
For a whole year.
Jeez, it sounds like another sponsor speech. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm gonna owe him a beer.
This is like
I am sponsored by the insurance maven. I forgot to mention that.
Okay, his trip was protected by the insurance maven.
Now, what happens if he drinks a lot tonight, falls over, and hurts his pinky?
It's not here.
He's in Canada.
I'm in Canada.
matter.
It doesn't count.
But he was traveling from his house to the bar.
Only covers you. Travel insurance only covers you if you're out of the province.
But what happens if you're in an altered dimension like here?
What if you're on? What if you're?
I like coverage for altered dimensions.
Okay, that
man.
would cost more than $60 a year.
What if you're
Exactly.
What if you're in like the Chinese consulate? And
That's a different country. Yeah, it would be.
No, you'd have to travel. So, you have to be if you're out of the province of BC. Yes, you're covered.
Wow. Okay. How high up does the province of BC go? Like if you were on a trampoline and you were jumping really high. I guess, why did I ever get a policy with Bob? He's a nightmare. Every week it's a new idea.
Here we go on a tangent again.
Take a
Everyone,
drink. Everybody take a drink.
Everybody have a drink.
No,
That was
we
a
went like on 400 tangents since the show started. So take a
Wow.
sip, everyone.
This is nothing like the tangent show.
Oh yeah.
Holy
By the
cow.
way, for our new members, whenever we go on a tangent,
Everybody
we take
has
a
a
sip.
drink.
Okay.
Which explains why the second
Oh,
show
yeah.
of the Bunker Project is always way more entertaining than the first.
Hey, the bartender's back, Owen. Excellent. I think he's been cut off.
Can I ask a
I gotta
question of Owen or maybe everybody? I mean,
Sure, go for
a
it.
classic question for the new year.
All
A
right,
tree
I
falls
mean,
in a forest.
It's a
Yes,
classic
it
question
makes a
that has been up there in all the other like big blogs and so on. Owen.
Yes.
Hello, Owen.
Yeah, he's there. He's waiting.
Yes, he is.
his earphones fell out.
In
I
this
think.
new year, okay, what do you think will make the biggest difference on the technology social aspect of what we do? What do you expect the big changes?
A prediction for technology.
A prediction for social technology, more
That's
like
a
it.
big question.
Yes, it is, and no one can handle it, even though he's under the margaritas.
I think that's a better question for Bonnie. What do you think?
Deflected.
But
In a word, a mobile.
Yeah.
That's it. Mobile.
Well, we did have, we got this in our show notes, the 5 predictions for 2012. And the first one is mobile social networking means good news for new social startups. So,
And Bonnie
It's-
Sainsbury is what's the word I want? Sponsored by Eric.
well, yeah, I think that's if you want to pick a safe trend, definitely. I think IPOs like Facebook IPO or Twitter IPO would be
But
more
that
risky.
won't any change.
Oh, it
not
won't-
not
think-
something relevant to any of us.
I think
For the
Google
Facebook
Plus
people.
is going to make a big.
Okay.
Google Plus, I think, is going to be a. I mean, they control so much, right, with YouTube and search.
But that
They can,
doesn't guarantee anything, right?
no,
yeah,
but
if
they're
you have a Google Plus account, you can increase your search results, which.
Yeah.
You know, it's all tied in, right?
It's a new
So they
tool,
can-
yeah.
They can control us that way.
Yeah, well, Google Plus right now, it's the new kid on the block, and they've already got 56 million people. And you look at the graphs of how long it took Facebook to get 56 million people, and it was like over a year and a half. They've done this in less than 6 months. But that doesn't mean it's a better product. It just means people understand social. They understand social. They
Social
get it.
metal.
And they say, hey, this is a great product.
You
I'm going to get
got
into
to
it.
remember also that Facebook started in a smaller quantity based on most American universities and not an open public
Yeah,
data.
good point. What about Twitter, though?
Twitter was started out by a developer to
It was started out for an inter-office program,
was
and then it got
inter-office.
hijacked by
Inter-office
the
communications.
staff.
So I mean, you
Yeah,
know,
but there's internal politics that will make Google Plus better, because I've already heard that if you have a company page or a business page, whatever they call it,
Yeah.
on Google Plus, you get 3 times more traffic.
Yes, you do. 3 times more traffic on Google when people do Google searches, or
When people do a search, if you have a Google Plus page, you're 3 times higher.
In Google, in the Google local search?
Yep.
that's called a
I,
monopoly.
can we understand that a little better?
Can we have that translated
other
by
words,
somebody that's less technical?
Well, he can
In
explain
other
it.
words, putting your business page on Google Plus increases your SEO dramatically.
Yep. But I mean,
All right,
they've
no,
had that a long time already, though. With Google Maps, you could put your office location, a little blurb about what you're
Well,
doing.
Google
That-
Places.
Yeah, Google Places. That really increases, was good for SEO. So Google Plus Pages for business does the same thing, but even more so.
It stacks it on top of each other.
Huh. Interesting.
All right, well, I think the caveat there is to realize that that's just Google. It's not any other directory that you get
not
3 times.
Bing.
The
True, but
quality.
it's the dominant. It's the dominant network.
Yeah,
right
but
now.
for dominant for
it
how
may
long?
be, but it
Yeah.
may be, but we have to have that caveat every time something like that is said, because it will mislead the general public to believe that.
The
if you- if you-
non-professional ones, yeah.
Absolutely, having a Google Plus account only affects your Google search ranking.
And if you're having somebody search
True,
on an
but-
Xbox, it goes directly through Bing.
Yeah, and on Bing, you don't have you can't, as a local business owner in Canada, you don't have as much control.
Nope.
It's like it pulls from yellowpages.ca.
Hey,
How much? Okay. go
okay,
for it.
I'm gonna ask Andrew because he's our number guy. I just gave him a sheet with some crazy Google Plus numbers. Andrew, which ones jump out for you?
Actually, these are all letters. There's no numbers on
Yeah,
them.
there's some big numbers there. 150
150
active.
million active users.
Like what's 150 million? What? That's a
So
crazy
some
number.
are already shocked at how many users have adopted Google Plus. Are you?
No.
That's the headline.
Oh, okay.
150 million active users.
How many people actually
No.
use it here, though? More than once a day.
Yeah.
Let's see. We've
Oh,
got
yeah,
one
all the
in
ti- all the-
11, 2 in
No,
11.
as an ongoing, I agree completely.
No,
It doesn't
ongoing.
work.
I'm saying like every
Google
day.
Plus is like a party and nobody's there.
Exactly.
I am
I-
there. No one else is
I
there.
agree.
Oh, check
And
it out,
I'm
everybody.
like really, really
Oh,
active on
ta-da!
social media.
Well, I would agree with that.
The
Like
booze have arrived.
family and friends may not be
My
there. but there's-
margarita.
No,
has
it-
arrived.
no, excuse me. It's not family and friends. It's the actual customers that you're looking for.
Exactly.
Okay? It's not family and
They're
friends.
educated tech geeks that if you don't already know about you, you don't already exist.
Yeah.
I mean, Bonnie has a reputation that is a knowledgeable person about her expertise, right? That's how she gets followers. If I'm Joe Schmo and I just start up a Google Plus account, I don't know how to actually get more content. They don't really provide you with that. And it also is very difficult to find people you actually know that consistently post on that thing, which makes it a party that you're at, which nobody else
No,
exists.
I agree.
It's not a party where you know people, but it's a party where you network with new people.
Okay. Can
It's
we?
a-
No. 1 second.
It's
Can
a
we?
networking opportunity.
Can we agree that 2012 will be the real test for Google Class?
Yes.
If it's an
That was the
actual
original
social
question.
platform or
What was one of
just early adopters one?
It only depends if it comes out of beta
Well,
in 2012.
It is
Yeah.
art of beta. It is public now.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
When,
not bad.
when did
Well,
that happen? I didn't see any fireworks in the sky. My computer didn't go boop dee doo.
Oh, mine did.
What,
It
it
happened
did?
at
Yeah, you
some
said
time.
that last time. You were
Yeah.
looking for the
Don't you have the
poop-de-poo.
boop-de-doo pad?
You're always
Missed it.
looking for
You
the
need that
poop-de-poo.
boop-de-doo
I
app,
need a
man.
little extra.
Where you been?
But I'm saying
Anyways.
until people get used to it, I don't
I
think.
think I've got the answer for Eric's question. Is,
Excellent.
is it going to
Dun, dun, dun.
go mainstream? And some of the reasons here on this article point to that. And one of them is YouTube just got more integrated with Google Plus. The pages for brands and celebrities were launched, like Owen was saying. Google Plus signups are built into Android Ice Cream Sandwich, and our new our Twitter maven and newly crowned mobile app maven just pointed out that 2012 is going to be the year of mobile, And with Ice Cream Sandwich incorporating Google Plus signups right into the core of the phone, there's going to be a lot of new people exposed to.
You're just describing the technological backbone that you have in different platforms that can channel people into it.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is still uncertain. The social aspect of it. If actual people, not early adopters, not tech mavens, not online professionals, actually use Google Plus. And that is something I still don't see, and that is the main test for 2012 for Google Plus.
Yeah, well,
at least the way I see it.
Okay, so the numbers they got here, it says, according to him,
Who
Google Plus
wrote
has
this?
passed 62 million users and adding 625,000 new users a day. Okay, so he predicts about 400 million people by 2012.
Can we get a?
Are there that
So that's
many
about
smart
half as
people
face-
in the world?
Nah, what you'll do is you get more and more people adding on. You get to 100 million, 150 million, 200 million, and they say, okay, everybody's going to start going on.
So I wonder how
It's
does
not going away.
Google figure out, or when we hear these rankings and these percentages, are they based on getting a Google account, which maybe they're doing Google Pages or doing something else?
No, it's
Do
Google
they
Plus
include that?
signups. No.
It's just signups, people signing up.
Actually
Basically,
setting up a
it's-
profile on
Because it's a
Google
general
Plus.
Google account that gives you access to everything now.
Yeah, but you
Well,
still
it's a-
have to
it's a
click on the
Gmail
button.
account,
and
really.
Yeah, but it's just sign-ups. It's not active members,
No.
okay? But again, just like in Facebook, you can maybe have 700 million users registered, but the active ones are just 300 million. And that's the problem with Google Plus. We don't
Google-
know the actual active numbers.
Google
Yeah.
Plus
Okay?
might be counting all the people logged into Gmail who are Google Plus members as
True.
active. Like when I'm logged into Gmail looking at my email, they're like, "Oh, Rob's logged
Excellent
into Google
point.
Plus."
Yeah.
They
that's-
automatically created one for you,
That's-
whether you like
that's
it or
my
not.
concern is how do you get the metrics right when you're trying to determine this and it's coming from Google in the first place and they offer so many other services.
Well, they put a cat video
Come
out,
on.
and then when people watch the cat video, then they can
Yeah.
tell who's using Google Plus.
In the cat hangout.
Hey, did you
Yeah.
see the cat video where the guy was he used a Connect
Yeah,
and
I was the one that posted that.
Now,
Okay,
there was a
there you
dog.
go.
Wasn't there a dog or a
No, the-
parrot
okay, so the
playing
guy
the
used-
animal?
Hello, tangent. Hello,
This is
going on the
friggin'
tangent
cool.
again.
I want to know too.
See, there we go.
I'm drinking.
It works.
Okay, so what it was a guy that used a treadmill. He used a treadmill, a robotic cat. Or,
No.
a robot.
that was a real cat.
Sorry, it was okay. He used his Kinect. He used a virtual reality to see through the eyes of the robot
And a Wii
and a
controller.
Wii
cat.
controller, and then he was able to pet his cat with all these things when he walked over to it as a robot. Basically, he assumed control of the robot, petted the cat. So. Cool. Yeah, it was.
I think it was cooler when Cubio recognized himself. And
Yeah,
went,
Cubio.
"Whoa."
Yeah, Cubio is one of the. I think for my top 2012 trends is the year of the robot. Maybe at some point.
There's some pretty cool robots out there. Did you see that company's got those box of cubes prototyped, and each cube does a certain thing, and you can build a specific robot to do stuff? Very, very cool.
That's pretty impressive. That's almost like AI, actually, wasn't it?
Yeah.
A little bit. Didn't it develop its intelligence based on what you built?
Yeah, this is a pretty primitive, but it's a pretty cool toy. It's like from 8 years old and up, and you know.
Doesn't it sound like someone's standing on my squeeze box?
Yeah, well, now it does.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, it's
What
because you're
is
gripping the mic too tight. That's all.
But yeah,
I need
Cubio,
voice lessons. Anyone, please?
Cubio was pretty cool. The fact he
Breathe.
recognized
So,
himself.
Game Maven, you wanted the sources of those.
Yeah, I'd like to
stats?
know who thinks Google
Uh,
Plus is so awesome.
Well, it's
Web
not that
Pro
it's.
News.
I'm not saying it's awesome, not awesome. I'm just saying that it's a new platform and it's going to be huge because millions and millions and millions of people
they
are going to
weren't
join.
saying it was. They weren't like tooting Google Plus's horn. They were just saying these are
These are the
stats. Do you think they're going to be as
No, wait.
Keep growing?
I mean, we've got the best example over here. Most of us are online professional in one way or another, but we have some people that are not online professionals, right? Why don't you use Google Plus?
They're
Let's
not-
hear
They-
it.
they
well,
do.
They would be online professionals because
Well, let's hear it.
Actually, we use Google Analytics and
Analytics here. I'm talking about Google Plus,
Well, and
the
that's-
social presence.
We were actually just whispering while you guys were talking. Secret plotting.
Yes.
And you guys are all talking. Is Google Plus and these pages for your business really valuable? Well, we don't have one for our web series, and we have 6 people from our cast and crew who are on Twitter tweeting and Facebook pages.
Yeah.
So, and we watch our analytics on our website. So what we're probably going to be doing within the next week is making a Google Plus page and watching on Google Analytics to see
And
if
actually see if that has any effect
Yeah,
at all.
follow
yeah.
all the people.
That's a good idea. That's
No,
a
I
good
mean-
idea.
Actually,
Do you have any other online presence? I mean, where do you promote yourself? Do you have a Facebook page,
Do you have a
which
Wix
is more
page?
popular?
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, a major form of advertisement for our web series with social media, probably the biggest form of advertisement. So we've got an active blog, 2 active blogs. We've got everything on YouTube going on. We've got a Facebook page. I've got a Facebook page. We have 3 or 4 different Twitter accounts.
what's that sound?
she has a Twitter account.
Yeah.
Costumer has a Twitter account.
Yeah, I have a Google Plus page that I advertise on, but I don't have a corporate one yet, so that's interesting. I will try that out.
This will be interesting when you set this up and you go back in and you check your analytics. You'll check your referring URLs and you'll check your search referring URLs and see where your traffic is coming from. See
Yeah.
what the percentage from Google is, and then when you develop your metrics on how successful it is based on that, and then see everything else and see what percentage that represents to your overall traffic before you make any serious decisions.
Yeah, well,
right?
I mean, it's free, right? So it's
Exactly.
interesting to
It's-
see what happens.
It's
I mean,
not a hard decision.
Exactly. I mean, I'll do
oh
it.
yeah,
Though
that's
the
right.
reality is too is like it's free, but like we only have so much time in our lives. So
Excuses. Hello. Hello.
Oh,
but
Eric, you're
we'll
such a
look at it, and
taskmaster.
If
That's a
only
good
20
point.
new, if it doesn't give us any hits, like if there's no new visitors a day on our website, then obviously we're not going to do much more than set it up and.
Please report your findings here.
Yeah.
But let's.
Sure, okay,
Well,
yeah.
I'll put you in one of my circles. How's that sound?
All right.
I'll tweet about
So,
it.
so are early adopters a niche market that you're interested in?
Well, I think for what they're doing, definitely people that are kind of tacky and
so-
early adopters, because
I
what
think,
they're producing
yeah.
is something that's brand new.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, web
So-
series watchers are usually early adopters of. I
And
mean, all
guess
of our
where
fans are
the
online already.
guess where the early adopters are?
Yeah, and I mean,
Google
if you
Plus.
you can go to
Twitter.
the twit, the This Week in Tech Google document, and you can follow everybody that's all of the This Week in Tech hosts and people that are involved in This Week in Tech, and the whole entire community. And
I can't take that seriously anymore.
What? The whole
This
online
week
community?
in tech. I'm sorry.
why not?
Twit?
Sex.
Those are
scandal.
all people that would be highly engaged with their content.
I think their content is actually probably closer, if I was to estimate, would be people that are really into sci-fi,
Yep.
fantasy,
Gamers.
The gamers,
Gamers.
big time gamers. Yep.
and other online, more niche itself. So just going to different
Yeah, well,
places and promoting
So
it that way.
so yeah, but I
Absolutely,
think
yeah.
like getting the people
Good
turned on
strategy.
from This Week in Tech would be just free PR.
I think since it's a Canadian company, I would put it before the Canadian Media Fund and
Sure,
and
sure.
Shaw
But I mean,
Television and
it
those
takes
sort of
like
things.
it'll take half an hour to follow all these people out into your circles.
Okay, guys,
they'll
Owen-
follow you back, and then they'll see the content.
Okay, guys, before we
I'll promote
continue
them on
with
my
this,
Twitter.
Owen's got to go.
Promote you on
Bye,
Owen-
Owen.
No, I don't.
Oh, I thought you
I
were
don't
waving.
think so.
Oh, I thought you were
Well,
waving
Bonnie
goodbye.
Bonnie was waving to me, so I was waving to her.
Oh, I misinterpreted his tweet.
Oh, all right. You
This-
are you
this is how
tweeting
this
Bonnie
happens.
slyly?
These are how mistakes happen. Buddy.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. Hey, I
I'm
got
just
another
tagging
one.
her in a tweet.
Yeah, I got another one. Like, how big is Twitter for real? I mean, how active is like Twitter's got millions and millions or hundreds of millions of people, but how many active members out there? Oh, that's okay.
Okay, so there's a lot of Twitter users that have multiple accounts. That's what you're saying,
On the
right?
cable, Eric.
Is that what you're saying?
Sorry, I lost my my audio.
You lost it?
Hang on.
Oh,
Continue on,
so I think Bob's question is how many Twitter users are there? Not Twitter accounts, because many people have 3, 4,
There's 50.
5.
There's
50?
Yeah.
Really?
Me, you, Bob.
And
Yeah.
we each have
Standard Action.
we each have like
Web Guru,
30,000, 40,000 accounts.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
how many people
Easy
actually log
answer.
in every day? That would be a good question to ask Twitter. But I think there's like at least 300 million.
Isn't there some old stats that 80% of the Twitter traffic is driven by 3% of the
Oh, yeah, it's
Twitter
influencers.
accounts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
agree.
so here's some nice stats for you guys. Only about half of Twitter's registered accounts follow 2 or more people.
Yeah.
Only about 10% of Twitter accounts, that's 15 million, follow more than 50 people. About 1.5 million Twitter accounts follow more than 500 people, and 2 accounts follow more than 524 524,000 people. So that's on a graph. So basically, you got, just because you have a lot of people assume that, you got a Twitter account, you got 20,000 people following. That's a rarity. I mean, Bonnie, how many you have? Like 30 by now?
40,000.
45,900 and something.
Yeah.
47.
40,
just
right?
a little over 47,000.
So Bonnie is she's like the 1% of the 1%.
Well, let's occupy her.
And then the other, exactly.
Hey!
Please, this is,
Are you going to
what's
sit
going
there
on?
and take that? You're sitting right next to her.
Bonnie's
Elbow her in the
already
face.
occupied.
Right in the face. Give her an elbow.
Bob, who generated those stats? Twitter themselves?
No, this is from
Mashable.
Mashable,
So
or some of those.
How
other
does
ones.
Mashable? How do they get
Web Pro
access
News.
to that kind of data?
Some of them have the Firehose. They have access to the Twitter Firehose as journalists.
So you're talking about that would be an audited feed then.
Probably.
Hey, can we talk about something that was actually interesting lately?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's
All right.
gamification. Let's talk about gamification.
No, I was going to talk about how Twitter was actually crashed on New Year's Eve because of 16,000 tweets per second.
Yeah.
Is that the speed limit on Twitter?
That was
Wow, I
no,
didn't
that
hear
was
that
what
at
it
all.
took
That's
before
the
it
news speed.
crashed the entire server.
That's a lot.
Was that North America or
That was New Year's Eve.
That's
That's
a lot of New
worldwide?
Year's tweet pics of people kissing each other.
Yes.
worldwide? Eh? And which New Year's Eve was that? Mountain Standard, Eastern, Pacific, Greenwich.
I'm going to
Me
call you
time?
the condescending maiden.
I need facts. I'm tired of all this BS floating around. People going.
That's
this, that,
because
and the
you're
other
a
thing.
techie
Crashed
guy.
on the
It's 'cause
hour
you're a
every
techie
hour
guy.
Everybody.
while it was New
Yeah,
Year's. as it
every
went
hour
across
on the hour.
world.
I agree. Yeah.
This
There
episode,
you go.
everybody wants sources.
Thank
30, you're
you.
fine.
Thank you.
There you go. And it
It was
actually
probably East Coast time, USA.
Probably. Those guys in New York, it's their fault.
There's too many
Bunch of
people
New
over there.
Yorkers.
That's why.
By the time it got to the West Coast, we're all going, dope, we can't hit the pedal very hard. Whatever.
Did you go on a tangent while I was not here?
Yeah, and we already had our drink, so
Okay,
tough
good.
on you. Actually,
None for
you were asking about the source. It says here, our sources and API data shows that there are 56 million accounts on Twitter following 8 or more accounts. So basically, the API. I don't know who API is. Does anyone know what that happens? The
API
American.
is that's a
Pardon?
news
Applied
organization.
Programmer Interface.
Okay, there you go.
No. API, that's probably a news
No,
No,
organization.
API.
no. Craig knows.
Well, API, I know API in the programming world, but I believe that in this case, API might be a news source, right?
Using the Twitter API.
See, say so they're doing the wholesale feed, which means that the data they get has to be audited, which means just like every newspaper you print, it has to be counted so that they can say it's circulation 400,000. It's an audited feed, which is very important because that then is validated data. That's really cool.
Okay, give him the mic.
I think, the API is just one of the major news sources internationally, and
Right.
they're probably reporting something that somebody told somebody who called up with a phone to, Twitter headquarters or whoever.
An
is organizing
anonymous
running.
source.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have a new conspiracy maven around here.
dun, dun, dun.
I like the way you think, but the way Bob presented it, he got me off on an angle thinking me something else. So,
Excellent.
Bob,
excellent.
are we going for sushi later? Is that what this is?
Exactly. Hey, I just read what's put in front of me, folks.
I have a question for everyone about Twitter.
Yeah.
The fact that they censor trending, don't you kind of doesn't that sort of erode your faith in Twitter? The fact that they both have sponsored trending and that they don't like certain things won't show up in trending even though you know damn well it should be.
Bonnie,
What are you referring
will you address
to?
that one?
Occupy Wall Street was censored.
Well, yeah, Occupy was
I don't
censored
remember
by everybody.
I don't remember any of that happening. What is that thing?
Yeah, exactly.
What, the Wall Street thing?
Don't even get me started about
I
that
just mean
because I
if
meant
something
I
more
know.
something more vital that people should know about could be censored, like I don't know, like a plague or a disease, because they've demonstrated they'll do it over political rallies. Right. Like, doesn't that kind of make you Twitter? Like for me, after that, I was sort of well, Twitter's nice and I'll do it.
Twitter's kind of like
No, okay, one
wait,
second.
No,
One second.
hey, I got this.
Thank you.
I got this.
All right.
Take
I
it,
got
baby.
this.
Take it.
Twitter is kind of like Chicken Little. Okay,
I
a
like
bunch of
this.
people can come running to it, going, "The sky is falling! The sky is falling!"
Or they can say, let's rob 7-Eleven on 4th and Main.
Yeah, And
Yeah,
you know,
mobbing.
everybody will do
Mobbing.
it, right?
You know,
But there should be some time to take into
I'm
consideration.
I'm a little bit shallow. I have a service business. Everything I do has to relate to dollars.
Mm-hmm.
If I do Foursquare, I get people coming to my shop.
Mm.
If I do Instagram, I get some people saying, "Hey, I saw cool. You did this little picture of a lock."
Mm.
I do Twitter every single day.
And what happens?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay, for your specific needs, it's nothing. But we're going back.
If you're unlocking chastity belts, I guarantee you'd have.
I
way
do
more
one a
followers.
year. I do one a year. I have pictures. And it's not mine.
There's a great idea for your
No.
Twitter campaign.
I mean, you're describing that everything that guides you, and it should be that way, the bottom line.
Everything
If it
is
brings
dollars and
me-
cents.
No. It's the dollars, it's the contact with my customers, it's the content I can share with them, all of that. But in your case, why do you think Twitter should report on everything? Why should they not filter out? In the bottom line, it's a business. It's not a social organization, right? Just like Facebook.
And it's also how
They
many
can
people are
filter
talking.
out anything they want because it's a personal business. Someone owns it.
Thank
they
you,
don't
Eric.
have to do anything
But-
socially.
All right,
but I agree.
I agree. I only am on it because my friends are on it.
Okay.
Eric, I agree with what you're saying, but at the same time, I can see his point because the users have to have faith in the product.
Exactly.
And if they make a business decision that pisses off the user base, they can find something else. Right?
Well, look what happened with
Exactly.
Well, okay, look what happened with GoDaddy, right?
I mean, if
they-
somebody comes,
the latest excellent example, definitely.
Yeah. So I think, okay, to wrap this up because we're running out of time, definitely I think if you have a company, private company, even a public company, and you make you do things using your company that ticks off your listener base, your social network, they will leave your network, which will cripple your company, and then it'll collapse. So for them, they're under pressure to do certain things to be nice, but I don't think they have to be super duper nice. And what they might be doing is just tweaking to control so their business doesn't crash. Maybe what was happening with Occupy United States, basically, and the rest of the world, was like they were looking at the algorithm and say, you know what? In 3 days, if we don't start censoring some of these trends, we're going to be crashed all over the place, and we can't have that happen because that's worse than people getting ticked off
And it would be
about
them
it.
monopolizing what people are talking about.
Well, yeah, I mean, but you know, a year ago when they had that huge fracas down in Europe where they basically tried to shut off the internet to what was that country? Everybody forgets so
Egypt?
quickly. Egypt, thank
Tunisia?
you. And you look at some of the stats for Twitter. It was growing, and it exploded. And they're looking at that and say, okay, Occupy Wall Street, very similar algorithms. You know, we're going to be crashing our servers, and the guys that run the servers are telling us, dudes, you're going to have to filter some of this stuff, or we're going to be down. So what do you want to do? You want to be down or do you want to be up? Your choice. So a lot of those are practical decisions that are made live as they're happening, tick, 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 tick. And we're looking at it, you know, weeks later or months later sometimes here in Vancouver. So the proportion or the reality is slightly twisted. Bonnie.
So the other thing is that this is the conspiracy theory. So I'm the conspiracy.
All right, let me put my
maven.
silver hat.
There we go. There should this is for it's also philosophical. Should a group or let's just say, should a group be able to take over something like Twitter? So let's just say that
hog the bandwidth,
Occupy. Okay, but technologically they can.
They didn't have
No,
enough members,
Bonnie, they
otherwise it
can't.
would have actually trended.
let Bonnie
they
finish.
could have, because if you allow the trend to just explode, then let's just say that the Martians come down and decide to brainwash the whole works of us.
That happened 30 years ago.
Way longer than
But
30 years
Twitter
ago.
wasn't around, so when they
That
come,
was 60 years
That was
ago.
Yeah,
pre-Twitter, so it didn't work.
right, but that's just
That's why we
assume-
have the ARPANET.
Or
I
let's
don't-
just
oh,
assume
okay.
that some bad guy comes along and takes over the airwaves. I mean,
Like the U.S. government.
Worse
like
than
the
Wells?
U.S. government.
You're right. The current administration.
So there has to be.
You saw what he did today, right?
Right.
You know, I think ideologically, yeah, you're right. But technically, If someone took over the front end, my engineers in the back end are going to cut off the feed. There's no broadcast of the Twitter signal. They just shut it off.
Okay,
But you cannot
but that's
shut
my
off
point.
the internet.
You can't shut the internet off, but
you can shut
Twitter
off the
is a
service.
company. It's a yeah.
Okay,
Can I ask you a question?
give Craig the mark. No,
Can I
go
ask you a
for it.
question?
There is an issue. There is an issue
Okay, and
about
then-
the ability of a, I'm going to say, fad-based
Yeah.
populist movement to control the media and control vast amounts of people's information because technologically they can now.
Yeah, definitely.
Until people who
Control the
that
router,
information
right?
choose to stop it or not stop it.
Yeah.
This is what the Chinese know. This is what the previous government in Egypt understood. So these populist movements and the ability to get a message out and control the media is something we've seen a lot of over the last few years.
That's how Skynet started.
And with that, happy 2012, and I believe this
Yeah.
is our show.
Happy
coming to a close.
Conspiracy
All right, all right.
2012.
All right, before we run away,
I have a
any last
question.
words? One last word. 10
I have a
seconds.
question.
Yes, yes, last question here on CBC.
Okay, we're all probably sounds like most of us are early adopters. How many people have actually gone and followed a trending topic on Twitter?
Oh, that's a very good point. I follow any trending things to do with garlic.
I like it when they change movie names with the word, or make Canadian movies dirty. That's my favorite trend.
Anything trending related to Doctor Who?
Doctor Who.
Okay, well, there you go. Yeah, the new Doctor Who, of
So
course.
basically, the answer is no. So
No.
really, is trending an effective thing or not?
No.
Well,
No.
I think it's if you're involved in that community that's upset or obsessed about a specific subject, yeah, you're going to be all over it. The thing is, if it was a big trend about podcasting, I'd be all over it.
Well, I think hashtags are awesome, but I'm not sure about trending.
Yeah.
Hashtags can be spammed, and usually are.
Well, maybe trends are just a big algorithmic. I'm not even going to go. We got our.
We gotta
theme
go.
music.
Let's talk about it next show.
Forget it. The beer
that was
just hit me
take
right there, right
two.
between the
That was
eyes. I
take-
admit it.
Happy New Year,
Yeah,
Bob.
exactly.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
All right.
That was take 2 for the closing theme.
God, we've been trying to get out of this damn show for 10 minutes.
Hey, if
But
you
it was
want
awesome
to,
content, guys.
If you
so
want
don't
to join the
complain.
show and you've been listening for a while, call 1-877-636-1474 and we'll bring you in the show. Join us on a Google Plus Hangout one of these days, and we'll see you again next week.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Adios, amigos.
Ah ha ha.